Hello everyone, here I am with the Weirdie of today, and this is a funky girly. Maybe she's a genie, not a genie in a bottle, but maybe she's a genie somehow. Sorry about yesterday, I did make the video this morning, and I had a great time doing it. Yeah, look down. So I'm here with my daughter is on her way to bed because we just got in. So I went straight on to begin the video. Okay, I promised Victoria that I'm gonna show you some stuff we did at the experimentarium today. So you're just gonna bear with me 2 seconds. This sort of like an idea workshop, and I made this one. It is sort of like a sculptural thing. I didn't finish it. I should have, but they closed. They closed. It was supposed to go a lot further up, but yeah, I think it turned out pretty neat. Looks pretty good. Just needs to be bigger. So yeah, and what about the one you made, Victoria? Hi Ross, hi Carol, nice to see you. I'm just showing off the stuff we made at the experimentarium today. We just got home. Skal vi ikke se din? So I'm gonna show you the one that Victoria made. It was actually my idea. I made one too, but it stayed there. So I'm just gonna show you Victoria's piece. It's here. So this is sort of like a frame, and then this goes here. So she's not done with it, but yeah. So that was Victoria's. It could also be used as for weaving. So yeah, that was Victoria's invention today. And yeah, I told Victoria, like, we're just gonna go there so we can get the year card. We're gonna stay there 1 hour. And then we started out in this creative idea lab, and I sort of got caught up in making mine. So we ended up staying there for, like, I don't know, a lot of hours. And that was fun. So that was very nice. So I'm just gonna get started with this woman that I think is a genie. And actually I should just share the video. So if that's okay, I'm just gonna take a minute to share the video so that hopefully more people will discover our Color Weirdie a Day. Or I'm just gonna share it at least to the group. Hey, nice to see you guys. So I'm just gonna share it to the group. So I just shared it to Color Weirdie a Day, and that's all the sharing that I'm gonna be doing right now because I don't want to do too much. So I'm gonna start here. I sort of had an idea that I was thinking about with her hair, so I'm just gonna like do that. And then I'm gonna start up here, I think, and then we're just gonna move our way down there. And then I'm gonna start here, just in there. And I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna start here. And these are the new Touch 5. I did the one from yesterday. Hi Becky, nice to see you. And Carol. The one from yesterday I did earlier today. So it is all done and up there. So I'm happy that I got it done. I did it early this morning when I came back from taking Victoria to school. So yeah, you can. I already put up the speed version of it, and that's where I try these markers again, and I'm talking about it in the long version. So now I'm just gonna get her started, and then we'll see where these touch 5 new markers will take us. I have something here that's annoying me. Yeah, so that I can get nicely in under the table. So yeah, that's the first one. And like I was saying, I was really surprised about these because I thought they were going to be complete crap. And they're not. They're not crappy at all. I mean, they do bleed. So you have to be aware of that. But besides the bleeding, and once you get the control of that, it's just a matter of not touching down too long. Then you can get a handle on it and control it. And I managed to do that on the one from yesterday, and that one was quite difficult because there was a lot of very tiny spaces. So it's definitely doable in the tiny spaces as well. And this one, she's going to be like a biggie one, well, a quickie one, because there's not that many spaces on her. And I do see her like a funky genie Weirdie. I think she's kind of, like when you're talking about a genie in a bottle. She might be that kind of genie because her head is kind of floating. And she's a bit funky, a bit funny, a bit quirky. And she's definitely wide awake. That's for sure. So my daughter's on her way to sleep. We had a wonderful day. I picked her up from school and we chilled just, an hour or something, because we had to go back with the school bag, with the backpack to the house. And so we just took it easy because we knew that they were going to be open in the experimentarium until 8. That's a good thing about Thursdays. And the thing that I really like is if you get there a little bit late, there's not a lot of people, not a lot of kids. So it's more quiet. And then you can sort of, you don't have to wait to try the things or do something, and it's not full of screaming kids. So it's nicer to walk around, and we really enjoyed the time there. And we spent a lot of time in the creative lab working on those projects. Behøver du at råbe, når jeg sidder og laver en video? Sorry about my dad screaming in the background in Danish. I think he was not aware that I was making the video. Here you go. This is nice. She's gonna be funny and funky and quirky and all of this and that. It's like this and like that, yeah. But yesterday I was in a bad mood. I had a bad day yesterday, especially with the extra tax bill that really hit the roof for me. So that was kind of a very negative moment of mine. But it was overwhelming, and I was just tired, and like if you just lose all the, you work so hard, and every time you feel like you're going a step forward, you just get like, bombarded 5 steps backwards again, and you feel like, fucking hell, this is never ever gonna stop. This is never ever gonna just get better and not get like banged in the head every time. I guess it's not. I guess you just have to get used to it and roll with the punches. But on the bright side, at least I had enough money on the business account to pay the bill. It just sort of creates a huge problem on the next payout, because there really isn't room for that kind of unforeseen expenses in the budget. So it's not really cool, but there's nothing I can do about it. But at least, you know, it's paid. And if I didn't pay it, there would be no company no more. So in that way, you can say that it's a good thing that there was enough to cover it. It's just a bad thing that I won't be able to order proofs or do anything else for a long time, I think. So we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, the bright side, you know, I always try to find a positive. Yesterday was very difficult to find a positive. But today I managed to find the positive point, and the positive point that was that at least I could pay the bill. That there was enough to pay the bill. Now I just have to hope that there's no more extra surprises coming, because then I'm fucking fucked. But anyways, at least I managed. And then we'll just have to roll with it from there. So yeah. I'm gonna go with it here. I don't know why they won't leave me alone when they know that I'm doing a video. Yeah. Okay, somebody needs to have a back scratch. Ja, er det godt? Er det bedre nu? Hej, Tine. Så godnat nu. So yeah, I was, yeah, it was horrible. So it was good that I just went to bed, and you know, then I wake up early and it's a new day, and you just have to, you know, think godnat. Yeah, so then you just have to, yeah, try to find the positive side, and I try to find it, and I'm just moving on, and then I'll just keep on fighting and hope for the best. That things will work out in the end, and usually they have some way of working out, even though that things you always get knocked back a bit in life, and I guess that's just a part of living, maybe. But one day, you know. And then I've been looking on. Now we are on 700 subscribers, so we just need 300 more. Only 300 more. But the minutes are racking up. We're up to about 30 days. I mean, I don't think they update the analytics is not updated regularly, so it's not really changed since this morning. But I know that there's a lot more hours. But I think, you know, tomorrow those changes will show. So little by little, it will show all the minutes that everybody is doing. And that's awesome, because we're gonna need all the days until the 20th of February to make it, I'm quite sure. But you know, we're getting closer, so that's a good thing. So I'm just gonna do that. And yeah, she's not that complicated, this one. She's pretty simple. And that's what it is with all the Weirdies. I have both simple and a little bit more complicated, because I like them to be for everyone. A Weirdie can be for anyone, and you can do them exactly however you want to do them. Ignore the lines, build on the lines, color the one way or the other. It's all, the only thing that limits you is your own imagination. It's just about getting in there, look at them from both sides, see which side you like the best, what talks to you, what do you see, emphasize on that. What's your favorite colors, emphasize on that. And don't let anybody direct you or tell you which direction to go to. It's yours. When you print it out, you are collaborating with me, but you are continuing a piece that I started. And then it's all up to you to get your own expression into it. And you guys are so great at that. I just loved seeing the finished ones. It's so awesome. It's just oh, There is a speed video up now. There's a speed video of the full video that I did this morning. The one from yesterday I took down because it was not finished. You know, I stopped in the middle and went to bed. So the one from yesterday I took down. No, not awful late. And this one is not going to take that long to do. So I will have a chance to get to bed early and get my sleep. Also, it's been a long day. I was up at 6:30 and we were all the day, you know, in the experimentarium after school. And we just got in actually just before I started the video, like 10 minutes before. So we were late home, but we had a great time. So I'm just sort of, I'm just sort of going with my own little flow here. So that's sort of my little flow thing on this one. Anyways, yeah, we just got in 5 minutes before I started, so it was straight off to brush teeth and get the night clothes on for Victoria so that she could get to bed and start to sleep so she will be ready for tomorrow, where she's going to school again, yet again, but it's Friday, so at least there's 2 days where I don't have to get up so early. I do enjoy the weekends. I really dislike getting up at 6:30 in the morning. It's just not my time. And it's the fact that I'm getting up at 6:30 is just, it just makes me tired and yeah, it makes me knackered. I'm not really great at it. So I hate the morning. I don't think I'm ever going to be a morning person. So yeah, never ever gonna be a morning person. So yeah, it's just not me. But yeah, the result of the one earlier today, it was really lovely. With these colors, the colors were really beautiful and the pens are working great. So I can only say that for the price, it's a good buy. I mean, there is a lot of grays. There's like 5 blue grays and 5 green grays. Then there's 6 warm grays and 7 cool grays. So I mean, that's like, that's like 23 grays in one set of 80. But you know, then the rest of them are not grays. So it's a pretty good set, I think. And for the price, it's a fucking find. It's very cheap. And the quality seems to be good. They cover consistently, like most alcohol markers actually do. So yeah, I'm enjoying them, and I managed to surprise myself because I really thought that they might be crap. I mean, I'm happy that they weren't. It would have sucked if they were, but you know, I didn't have a lot of high hopes because I thought it's just the price is too good to be true. There must be something wrong. But I do believe that with you will see a lot of sets like this. And there, I think all of them, if you look at them, and you can see this one and that one here, and the shape and everything, a lot of them will be branded differently, but they're all actually the same manufacturer. But I do know that some of them, they have like 168 sets as well. I do still think that it's the same manufacturer on all of them. They're just branded differently. But I could be wrong. I have known to be wrong before. But in this, I'm feeling pretty confident that I'm not wrong. But yeah, but still, it's a great price, and I think, you know, if it's the one branding or the other branding, it's still good quality. The work, of course, I don't know how light fast they are or anything like that, but so far I think they are working out pretty well for me. So yeah, I'm enjoying them. This is lovely. She's a genie, a really cool genie with a floating head. So yeah, I was having a great day with Victoria today, and we enjoyed it a lot. And it was fun to go there to the experimentarium, and finally I found something that I actually thought was fun to do there too. So I had a great time. I think Victoria was a little bit like, why don't we just go on and see the rest of the things? You're just sitting there playing, mommy, let's... and it's like, but it's like I said, now we have the card. We can go there as often as we like. Well, we are going to have to go often because, you know, otherwise it would be a waste of money, even though that we got, you know, my friend here took us there. So he bought the tickets, and those got refunded when I upgraded to the year pass. So we paid a lot less than what we should have paid for a year card, because that I would never have bought. But with the refund of the tickets that we had, then it was a cheap price. So yeah, that was okay. So I'm happy with that. She's probably gonna be very red. She's gonna be very red. So yeah, I'm coloring with these again, just so that I can also like tell the rest of you guys, because in the morning it was just like 8:30 or something. It was very early. Then there's not a lot of you guys on, so I thought it was better that I color with these ones again, and so I can sort of talk about what I find, that if I like them or not. Awesome, Carol. I'm looking forward to see if I didn't already see it. I think that the ones that's called Soul Colors, I think that it's the same manufacturer, the same the same factory that produces them. They are just branded to be called Soul Colors, where these are branded to be called Touch 5. But I do believe that it's the same place that manufactures them. It's just different branding. Might be different companies that just pay to get their own branded name on the package, but everything about them seems the same, even the packaging. So I'm thinking that that's the case. I may be wrong, but no, I don't. Well, no, actually, I don't think I'm wrong in this case. I just think that, yeah, they are the same. But I don't have the other ones to compare with, and I can't get them because they're not on Amazon Germany. They're only on the international one, and there they want almost the same for shipping to Denmark as the full set of 168 costs. So that just doubles the price. And then the other cool thing here is that then that double price, the shipping and the pens price, I would have to pay 25% of that total in import tax. So it would make them quite expensive, then they wouldn't be a good deal anymore. They wouldn't be a bargain deal at all. So unfortunately, Amazon charges an arm and a leg for shipping to Denmark, which I don't think is necessary. I think it can be done way cheaper from the US to Denmark. But then they will also put the price of the thing on outside the package, and that will do the import tax thing. If they could just write it was a present and not say any value, then you wouldn't get hit by the import tax. So say that it's like under $10 value or something like that, then I wouldn't get hit by import tax either. Then it would just be, yeah. But anyways, that's the way it is. So when it's on the international, I can't get it because it just gets too pricey. Too pricey. So yeah. And I am again, yeah. Today I did not have any nap or anything. I was just up there at 6:30 and around all day. You know, made the video this morning and downloaded it and prepared it and made all those kind of tedious, boring things that I'm hoping to be able to continue to do. So that's why we need like 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube and all those 4,000 hours watched. That is so that I can continue to do all the video work and get those pretty videos out there, because they are essential also to getting new people in on the Weirdies. So this is the cherry pink. I don't see anything pink about it. I see like no, that's a rose red. Now this one is okay, that's clear. I think her lips should be rose red too. She's got the reddest lips, ready to kiss. She's got the wildest groove. She's ready to move. So yeah, that was just my own homemade song, and as you can hear, I'm not a great singer. I'm not a singer. But sometimes you just come up with a few lines for fun. And it sounds kind of funny, and yeah, that's me. That's me. So yeah, she's carrying herself poised, and that's great, Tina. You got Millie to bed. Oh, I hope it went well, Beverly. I hope it went well. This is a lovely red. She's gonna be very dominant red on her upper torso. But you know, we'll see some more colors later on. I think we're just gonna go in here, and I'm gonna go here too, on the outer rim of this. Then I'm gonna be switching them up a little bit inside. This is so that we can get this a nice finish on the sequence here. And I think I have more surprises maybe tomorrow. So that would be cool. And I am thinking that maybe if I can, then I'll make another video tomorrow morning. Not with the Weirdie, but maybe one of the Weirdie Dallas. You know, I'm still working on having to work on those covers. And since I so enjoy doing it in live video, I might make a live video with a Weirdie Dala or something else. So yeah, this is looking pretty good. Pretty neat colors. They have a beautiful pigmentation. So I'm quite happy with that. And I mean, if you just like, you know, have a very light hand when it's tight, you know, almost not touching the paper, then it won't bleed too much. If you let it rest on the paper, it will bleed like crazy. And that's just because it's full of ink. So the ink will flow out when it touches the paper. So it's actually a good sign that there's a lot of ink in them. So that is definitely, there's nothing bad as of yet that I can find on them. I think they work fine. I mean, I do believe that names are going to wear off. The color names is going to wear off for you. So that might, with the time, be a problem. So that you might want to reassure and put your own little tag on with the name or with the number at least, so that you have your own overview of the colors. And of course, I always recommend that you make your own little chart of the colors so that you can quickly reference, especially with a set with this many colors. It is nice to have a reference so that you choose the correct color. So that it's nice to have. And of course, I made my color companion for that and my pocket color companion for that specific purpose. But there are lots of other charts out there that you can find if you just Google it. There's lots of different charts. I just made my own sets. I always make my own sets because then they fit more for my purpose. And I did make 2 books with charts that you can use. And also, not to, I am working on a 3rd set where I'm going to be really, modeling the charts from different sets so they really fit on a specific set. I'm not going to because the numbers of the colors are usually going divisible by 12. That's a pretty consistent system of a lot of markers. Then there's sets of 150 and sets of 100, and I'm making specific charts that you can use on those size sets, because that's just nice to have. If you have a set of 150, it's nice to have a chart where you can see all 150. So I'm working on the 2nd book of my color companion. And I'm of course also open to ideas. If you have ideas or wishes for specific chart that you would like to have included in the book, then you are always more than welcome to send me a PM, because that's easier for me to keep track on, where you come with your suggestion, and then I will put it in my thinking box and I'll see if I can somehow include it. So suggestions and wishes are very welcome, always. I do not know why you need to scream. Then close the door or something like that. Kan du ikke lukke døren, Anders? Det er irriterende at høre på. I mean, it's not so nice that somebody is like talking so loudly behind me. It's just not, I mean, it's like crazy. When I already said that I'm doing the video, then there is no reason to be praying that loudly. I mean, it's just not fair. I mean, there are 2 doors that can be closed, so it shouldn't be like that you're shouting out the prayers. Should be a quiet thing before nighttime, not a shouting contest. So anyways, sorry, I don't know why my dad is shouting like that today. He's so, well, anyways, I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with his head. I hate when people shout. Or stomp. Stomping, shouting, and banging doors. That's like really, really annoying thing to do, because anybody can walk quietly and you can open and close doors without making that much noise. So there's no real need or call for making noise. Unnecessary noise. Yep, she is stacked. This is going to be fun because we're going to see all the colors coming down here. Now I kind of started it from down there, so they will have to come up like that. Yeah, they will have to come up like that. I don't know why I did that, because it was supposed to come down there. But I guess that is just a quirkiness of me. Or I didn't think. I just did it without thinking, probably. Because I did have a plan that they were going to come from there, but I guess not. They're going to come the other way around. But that's okay too. Or maybe they can come from both sides. I don't know. And meet in the middle somewhere. No, I don't. I think this should just come from one side. It's sort of like she has a muff here. Like maybe it's winter and she's got a winter muff. I think it's called a muff. I don't know. These things that you used in the old days to put your hands in to heat them. I think that that's the kind of thing that she's got there. She's also kind of wearing wintry boots, maybe. So maybe she's a winter genie girl. A winter genie girl. So yeah, I think she's gonna get happy colors. That's for sure. They're not very wintry right now. Rainbow is not that wintry. It's just happy. And I like happy colors. I like vivid and bright colors. Well, you know, actually I like all colors. I'm just best with those. So I guess this one is gonna go there. This is lovely. She's a lovely one. And she's got a quirky look on her face as well. Maybe she's got a secret she's not telling us. The secret of her floating head. So yeah, these are looking good. So now we're on to the purpley one that is called Pale Lilac. And we're just gonna continue that down here. They're not gonna be the same. I don't want them to be the same because she is a quirky girl. So there's no reason to be uniform. Quirky girls are not that uniform. They sort of have their own twists and turns, and that's why I like being my own quirky self. Because twists and turns are happy, you know? Need to, yeah, be free and happy and weird, you know? Without weird, the world could very quickly become a boring place. So we need weird in our lives. And I think I did have a, let's see. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Do, 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 do. This is a nice purple, actually. Isn't it really a dark purple in the set? Or at least I haven't found one. I mean, I haven't tried everything yet. I'm actually working with the same colors that I picked out earlier. So, you know, I'll have to get around to trying the rest of them. I would like to make a chart. I want to make a chart. Lovely. So yeah, that's a very good day with Victoria. Got my mind off of all the stupid practicalities that are sort of haunting me, and was haunting me yesterday, because yeah, it's just like such an annoying thing, and a little bit like frustrating and devastating and sad and everything. So yeah, and usually I don't let myself be, you know, influenced by the unfortunate things that happen in life. But yesterday it was just overwhelming, and I was so tired, so it's just like too much for me. So yeah, got too much. So sometimes I break down too and have a difficult time handling things. It's not very often because I'm pretty strong, but yesterday it was just too much. Too much. But I guess we all have those moments, or have had those moments at some point, where it just seems that things can't, you know, that they just never will work out. But I'm still, you know, going strong, and I'm back on the horse, and I'm fine, and trying to find out, you know, just notice the positive things, and then fuck the rest. All the negative stuff I can do without. So I'll just erase it from my mind. So yeah, this is lovely. She's gonna be so lovely. She's going to a party. Maybe she's going with Mr. Chicken to the Mardi Gras party. Maybe that's it. Maybe they got a thing going. I think she might be a friend of Mr. Chicken. Yeah. They might be going in the same direction. They sure do look like it. So yeah. Exactly. That's so true. That's so true, Beverly. So, breaking point. Yep. So now we sort of worked our way down here with the hair thing. So I'm just going to try to work in between. It's just making like a little bit. I don't know if it's going to be pretty or it's going to be ugly or whatever. But it's going to be there. It's going to be there. Either way, it's going to be there. I like this blue. This is a really lovely blue. I think it's called sky blue, and I see it more like a corn blue. But it's a very pretty blue that I do appreciate a lot. I'm thinking that it's a very pretty. I'm thinking that for once it's not going to be green eyes. This one she's going to have blue eyes. I have blue eyes. Sometimes they're very, very blue. Sometimes they are green. Sometimes they're gray. And sometimes they're pale. I have been told that it's because I'm a water sign, and that the blue eyes change with the water, I have no idea if that is true or not, but I do know that my eye color can switch quite a lot. It might be, well, I don't really wear makeup. I wear mascara and I put on eyebrows. I paint my eyebrows dark sometimes. But besides that, I don't really wear makeup. But I do know from the time when I did wear more makeup than I do today, to now that I've been doing for the last many years. Back then, if I sort of did all the black around my eyes, then they would be more greenish. That would bring out the green in them. But at present, I don't really wear anything except for that mascara on the lashes, and then dark eyebrows, usually like sort of blackish, grayish black on the eyebrows. I make them quite heavy, but that's because I think eyebrows give the face character, and since I'm blonde, then my eyebrows are blonde, which means that you don't really even see that I got eyebrows. So if I haven't colored them, then I just look like a freaking egg. And who wants to look like an egghead? I don't want to look like an egghead. So I make my eyebrows. I don't actually think boyfriend has ever seen me without eyebrows on. That's kind of funny. But I guess he will at some point. Maybe he'll get a shock that I don't have really, that you can't see my eyebrows in real life. Nah, he probably already has noticed that that I color them. I mean, I'm quite obvious blonde, so yeah. I don't think he thinks a lot about that. Probably not. I mean, he doesn't wear a lot of makeup. Yeah, actually, I think he wears no makeup. He wouldn't see the funny in saying that. How could you even think that I would wear makeup? I'm a man. I'm a man. Yeah. So actually, alpha males are kind of funny. And sometimes they're funny without really knowing that they're funny, which makes it even more fun. And I'm a mean girl, so I laugh a lot. And especially on some alpha male things, then it can really make me laugh. So yeah. Boom. So yeah, it's just like, once you get a hang of it, with the smaller spaces, you just have to like lightly touch it, really, really lightly, as to not make them flow out. And then it's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's difficult, but not impossible. So it's just gonna have that here. So yeah, that's her hair gone crazy. It's a lovely color, this one. It's got that nice blue quality to it. The one that I also like, the one that I really love from the Chameleons. This one has that same quality color with that really nice. It's called Brilliant Blue in this set, and it's a really brilliant blue. It's a very strong blue, dark but strong and vivid blue that I really like. There's a little dollop there, and you just like touch, and it already flows out to the black line. So yeah, once you have the hang of controlling that, to touch it lightly enough that it won't bleed through, then it's easy to handle, I think. Then there's not a big problem. I mean, it would be a bigger problem if they were dry, if they didn't have any ink in them. So the fact that they flow so well is because they have a nice full of ink. Oh, I forgot one there. I'll have to backtrack once I've done this one. Just have to backtrack a bit. So yeah, we're having a good time with her. And normally, if I was my normal self and I wasn't as tired as I've been, then because this one is a fast one, then I would probably have done some twisters after. But since I'm already knackered and all I really want to do is go sleep, because I guess I still have fever and I'm still coughing like a madman. So I think it's good for me to rest as much as I can. So I won't be doing any extra twisters or anything. I'll just start the download. I'll put up the new one. Well, not the new one. We have the one from tomorrow is already on PayHip. Day after tomorrow, I have to put up on PayHip. If I don't remember if I did it earlier. I don't think I did. I'll have to check that because I honestly don't remember if I put it up or not. But I don't think I did. Just gonna check it. Check. No, I didn't. So that one I will put up after, so that you guys have some time to download it. And then I'll just change the banners, and then I'll be on my merry way to bed. Yeah. They got paler as you got older. I didn't know that. Maybe mine will do that too, Anne. Ah, that's nice with the different eyes. Cross-dressers, they're called cross-dressers. Well, I mean, Joseph is not a cross-dresser. He's a big alpha African male. So there's no cross-dressing about him. Nope. But that could be funny, yeah? Prismacolor art markers. I don't have them. I haven't tried them. I'm sure they're good. Prismacolors usually are good. Hi, Heather. Nice to see you. With the alpha male, yeah. That would be fun. Female impersonators. I'm 43. So I don't know how old you are. But I'm 43. And in July I will be 44. But I've been 27 for a long time. I was 27 before I was 27. So I'm really talking about that I was 27 maybe since I was 15. And I'm still at that point. So I guess that I'll just remain 27 forever. I don't know. There was years and years after I got 27. When people asked, I would just say I'm 27 because that was sort of like just what I was used to saying. I don't have a problem with the age and with getting older or anything. I don't feel like, I mean, I don't really care about how old my number is. Like some don't want to have their birthdays and all that. I love having birthday party. I love that. There's just rarely anybody who can participate since it's always on the summer vacation. But I've been used to that since I was little because my birthday never changed. So yeah, I don't care about the age. I mean, I don't know how I'll feel when I get 50, but I can't imagine that I'll feel any different than I do today. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Age is a number that defines the summers we lived, but your true age is what you feel inside, I think. Um, that's your true age. So that's my opinion on that. And some people, because they tell themselves I'm old, then they start, being older than actually they maybe should be. Ah, cool, Beverly. Ah, yeah. Oh, I got a while then. I got a while. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop on her hair thing or her genie thing going on there because there's no more room for it. So that's sort of the end of the road on the on that. We could of course have made them tighter so that all of them would fit in, but I didn't do that. Um, this is lovely, very lovely. I do like her. I think I'm not really gonna give her face any color. I think, uh, because I don't know these. Maybe if I could find some pale color. I'll have to have a look. I'll have a look and then I'll make my decision based on what I find. Because I don't think it's going to be one that's pale enough in these that I've taken out. And I can't do the purple. That's probably the palest color I've got out because that's her hat. And then that would be, right next to the skin. So that would not really make it for me. So maybe a pale blue could do it. A pale blue could maybe be cool. I don't think a pink would do. That would just be kind of piggy-like. I don't want her to be Miss Piggy-like. Then she would rather be a blue genie. I think that Rose also had a nice take on her. I think it was Rose Anthony. And she sort of made a veil in front of her face in silver. That was pretty cool. Ah, that's cool, Anne. Yeah, there's a bit of steampunk about the hat. The Mad Hatter, yeah, that could also be. There's actually a lot of things that she can sort of be reminding of. Um, I'm thinking about Anna Karenina from War and Peace by Tolstoy. Um, because I can just see her with that kind of muff thing in the window. I don't know why. It's just a picture, a mental picture I get in my head. And she's also a quirky person. If anybody's read One Piece, it's a very good book. Tolstoy was a very great author, Russian author. I've read a lot of Russian literature because I studied Russian as my major at the university, and my bi major was Chinese. So I've read all the Russian classics, and I did have before I lost everything. I did have a very extensive book collection of Russian, both books in Russian language, but also just all the classics in English. And reading Russian literature in Russian is just like about the greatest thing one can do, because the language, the Russian language, is so rich. It's a really beautiful, rich language, which means like something that you would need like 10 sentences to explain in English. Let's say in Danish you would need, Danish is a very poor language. In Danish you would need maybe 20 sentences to explain something that you can maybe explain in 10 sentences in English. But then in Russian, you only need like a one-line sentence to explain the whole thing, because the grammar is so profound that you can make so many distinctions in one word that it's quite exceptional. It's really interesting. Yeah, now I'm wandering off to literature, Russian literature land. That's this sort of closed land. There's not a lot of people that are into that. And I have to admit that it's many years since I last read Russian literature, but I did love it a lot. Yeah, but I can't use either. Well, I can probably take a Russian text and read it, but I wouldn't be able to read it aloud because I don't have very much practice in speaking. And it's the same with Chinese. The Chinese I could probably translate it, but I would need a dictionary next to me because of the characters. And I can't speak anything. I can say very few things, like very basic hello and my name is, and those kind of things. So, I mean, it's been well over 20 years. It's been maybe 25 years or something. Let me see, I'm 43. And I think I started university when I was about 17, I think, maybe. 17, 18, yeah, 18 probably. So that's quite a few years. That's 25 years back. So not a lot has been remembered. And I chose Russian and Chinese. Mainly Russian was because of the Cyrillic alphabet. I already knew a lot of other languages, Latin and Danish and English, and I really wanted to have, you know, a language where it wasn't the same alphabet as we have. So that's why I chose Russian, because I just think that it's very beautiful. And I chose Chinese because of the characters. So both decisions were sort of made on an artistic basis, not on a political or any other kind of basis. It was sort of purely artistic because I really wanted to be able to write in those languages. I wanted to be able to write the characters and use them in my art. So yeah, even back then I was thinking about paintings and my art. So that was sort of why I wanted to study those languages. But then in the middle of me studying, my ex-husband and me moved to Spain more permanently. So the first 2-3 years, I would come back to Denmark for the exams. But of course, in the long run, it didn't work out because I was learning a new language there, the Spanish, and I didn't go. You know, all the other ones that I studied with, they went like to Russia for study, you know, for studying and staying there for 6 months, and to China, and so, you know, they evolved. Whereas I was living in Spain, studying on my own, not going to classes and just, you know, studying the books on my own. So, you know, after a few years, I could give up on the exams because I just wouldn't be able to make it. So yeah, so I never finished, and that's okay. I was living a different life. This is a turquoise blue. I was living a different life, and I don't have any regrets about that. But that was what I set out with, Russian and Chinese. So that's a little bit about my school background. Besides, I also went to art school in Copenhagen. So I also have an art school background. So I've done all the basics there as well. I didn't really like art school that much, because I don't like to be told what to draw or how to draw or any of those things. This is a matter of technique, but I already had my style and my techniques before art school, so I found it tedious to be repeating things that I already felt I had been through in the search of my own style. So I didn't really like art school. I mean, I could have made more of it, but it was just not really something that I enjoyed a lot. I mean, I did enjoy all the color theory and all the history, art history. I love art history. I love art books, and I do love learning about different techniques, but I don't like having classes where I have to color or, you know, draw like a bowl of fruits or some naked woman, and I have to draw her the way the teacher says and not the way that I feel like drawing her. That sort of just annoys me. So I guess I was not very good at that, because I just, you know, it's not that I didn't want to do the task of drawing the naked woman. I just wanted to draw her more abstract, like I see her maybe. Yeah, art school was a bit boring for me. I found it tedious because I already did that, been there, done that, went through it on my own. So yeah, it was excessive. But yeah, I do have a lot of background and basics that I take with me from that. So in some way, it's not a waste, because of course I have a lot of theoretical knowledge from that school. Not that I couldn't have gained that on my own by reading the right books. French is so difficult. I had French in a gymnasium in high school too. Yeah, I had French, and I dropped the French. Then I had a Russian and Latin and English and German on high level, 4 languages in high school. Ja. Victoria, kan du så gå ind i seng? Jamen, du skal sove. Så giv mig det kram nu. Okay, hvis du ikke giver mig krammet, så kommer du om 2 minutter og vil have et kram igen. Okay, surling. So yeah. So we're on with the greens here. And she's gonna be pretty. Yeah, our genie girl who's on her way to meet Mr. Chicken at Mardi Gras. Maybe none of them told the other how they dressed up, so maybe they'll have difficult time finding each other. Mr. Chicken, headless chicken. She's the headless one because she's the one who's more like with the floating head. So yeah. I do it my way. Exactly, Tina. Hi, Candice. Nice to see you. Hi, Beth. Yeah, I told her to go to bed because she's supposed to be sleeping, not supposed to be running around. So yeah. And she's on to the bathroom. Of course, you can never say, because that's the perfect thing. No, I had to go to the bathroom. I have to pee. And you can't say, oh, you shouldn't go to the bathroom and pee. You should sleep because, if you got to pee, if you got to go to the bathroom, you got to go to the bathroom. So that's a clever one. She used to make my dad give her water when she went to bed. He would give her water and she would drink it like crazy when she was smaller, so that she had to go pee constantly all night long. Just another little trick in the book to stay up longer. I think she's taking shape. She's definitely becoming nice, and these pens are helping with it. So this is cool. I'm happy that I got them because they're definitely gonna bring us some extra ink to a Weirdie a day while we are waiting for our eager sponsors to get in on the Weirdie a day so that they can sponsor us and they can get some free advertisement. So let's hope they don't let us wait too long, because there's only we're on day 25 and there's 366, so they might lose out. Well, actually, soon, I'm a third. Okay, good night. So soon, there will actually be enough for the next year. I'm a third into it, so it's there are Weirdies being born left and right. None today, but probably there will be new Weirdies born tomorrow. And that would be fun. I love drawing them, and now that I'm coloring a Weirdie a day, then I'm even more, inspired to draw new ones. So that is a perfect fit. So I'm quite sure that I will have another 366 for next year. Then I'll have to do the cover colorings for those when we get there. But I'm sort of, when I draw some new ones, I put them out on the different months so that I'm sort of equally filling up the months. I don't know why I'm doing it like that, but I sort of got it in my head that that's the way I should do it. I think it's also because I don't want to put if I draw 4 Weirdies, let's say I draw 4 Weirdies in an evening while I'm watching tele or something, then, some of them may have some styles that are the same, because that might just be my vibe that day. So then I sort of, push them out on different months so that you don't have some that are equal inspiration on the same days. And yeah, it's kind of like that. Or I just like to make it difficult for myself. I don't know. I mean, who knows? But, I feel that I will be moving more evenly towards the whole set if I keep putting them out on all the months. So that, I guess I feel that then I have a better chance of finishing all of them instead of just filling up one set at a time. Yeah, that's the way I'm doing it. That's the way I'm doing it. Some days I make 1, other days I make 2 or 3, and And some days I make none, like today, because I wasn't really that much home. So how am I gonna pull this off gently when it's so stuck? Well, now I got it off, so. Yo, this is nice. It is actually pretty cool. I just wanted to see how pale the pale blue is. And where should I test that? On my finger? I can't see it there. So no testing paper anywhere near me. That's, of course, a given. And that's, of course, not for testing. Hey, Dad. I have this one here. I think this one will be her face. I think I'm just gonna, I did this one, pinky one. I'm gonna put that here. This one we don't have anywhere here. So I think that will be her face. It's sort of a different, it's called pale blue. But I do think that it has a little bit of a purple shine to it. So I think that fits very well with what I want her face to be. So I'm just going to color that in. You see I'm leaving a little bit here for the eye makeup. If I'm going to put makeup on her, I'm not sure yet, but you know, I might as well leave it just to see if I might put something there. And now I sort of got that going. Then I'm thinking that I want it to be a little bit darker here, so I'm just going to put an extra line on top of the other line, but with the same color, hoping that this will give it just a slight shade. Just putting that same color on top. Just, you know, that maybe it will emphasize it just a little bit, just that little bit that we need. So yeah, I'm thinking that that works. And she's got a little bit of emphasis. I'm putting that over here because that's the one I use for that. Then I have a little, the next one is a pale lilac. So that's the one I used here, the pale lilac. So that one is going here. And there's the blue one, that is a lovely blue one. It's a lovely blue one. It's a lovely, lovely blue one. I like this one. So yeah. And then there's that, it's called Brilliant Blue, which, you know, I'm really digging that color. So that's just a little blob here. Slight blob here. You might not even get to see it in the end. So that sort of is that there. Then I'm looking here that there is a mauve shadow here. There's a pale pink here. I think the pale pink. Ouch! Ow! I hit my finger hand. Hugs to you guys too. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna put a little bit of this pale pink here, just a slight, you know. I don't know if it's gonna work, but just a little bit. A little bit more. I think that's enough. Just gonna continue there. It's just a little bit of an emphasis. It's not really pale enough, but then we got this one that is called Mauve Shadow. I don't know what that one looks like, but she's gonna be wearing it here on her eyelid. It's just a slight darker than this. I think that works fine for her makeup. So yeah, that's sort of it for her, I think. So she's got the makeup going. She's got everything going for her. And she's done. She's actually done. All done, all dollied up. And this is another one of those where I don't really think it works that well if you see it upside down, because she does have facial features. And this is why I usually try to avoid too many facial features, and I just make eyes because you can see them from both sides. So yeah, there's not a lot of them that are kind of like that. This is the one for tomorrow. Yeah, I should maybe, it's a little bit low. I have to get it up a little bit more. So yeah, that's the one for tomorrow. And I think this is the Wicked Witch of the East. I don't know why I think like that, but it kind of comes to mind. And this one you can turn upside down. I mean, that is possible. And see it in a whole different way. So yeah, that's for tomorrow. We're gonna have fun with this one tomorrow. So, whoa. And the one that I'm gonna upload to PayHip now that I'm done is this one. And that's another funky, weird one. So yeah, that is for the 27th. This is for tomorrow, the 26th. So now you have an update on our next 2 days and what we're gonna be playing with. So thank you for today, and I'll be on my way to bed early. Just gonna do that, you know, put the 27th on PayHip and start the download and change the banners, and then that's about it for today. Have a nice dinner, Beverly. And you're done too. Cool, Tina. We're both done. The one for Saturday is I'll just show you once again, Tina. It is, this one is for Saturday. Saturday is the 27th. And this one is for tomorrow, Friday. So this one is a weird, funky one. I think you'll be having a lot of fun with. So yeah. That's what we have for the next 2 days, and I can send it to you on a messenger if you like, Tina. Oh, so yeah, Mr. Sandman is in my eyes, so I will get to sleep early today because this one has only taken 1 hour and 20 minutes because she was very quick. So yeah, have a really nice evening, and I will sleep well and see you tomorrow. Yeah, I know, but then I read the comment and then I just wanted to show you again in case you missed it. So good night, all of you, and see you tomorrow. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all your support. And keep them videos running on the YouTube, and get everybody you know to subscribe. You know, we still need 300 subscribers. We still need a lot of views. So roll on those playlists. If you don't want to see the video, just mute the sound and just keep it going in the background in another tab if you're on the computer. But anyways, see you. Bye bye.